Welcome back to Let's Talk Football. So we're going to start off with college football scores. So Ole Miss and Florida played. Ole Miss is ranked 9th, and this was a pretty crazy game. Ole Miss was defeated by Florida with a score of 24-17. Number 5, Indiana, and number 2, Ohio State played. This game should have been pretty close because Indiana was undefeated, and I was surprised with the score because I thought it was going to be a lot closer because Indiana was ranked up top and they're playing top team, so I was expecting it to be close. But Ohio State won with a score of 38-15, which I was not expecting. And then number 8, Miami, destroyed Wake Forest with a score of 42-14. Not really surprising, but I was watching the game and I legit thought that Wake Forest had a chance to win because at the beginning, the part I was watching, they looked really good and they were really close to Miami. Their scoring, every time Miami scored, they would usually score, and it was really good. So they were playing really good. And then I guess they did not play the best rest of the game, so that was sad. And then number 11, Tennessee, shut out UTEP with this final score of 56-0, which is a lot of points to score, And number 4, Penn State barely snuck out a win, and they won by 1 point. The final score of 26-25 against Minnesota. That's a pretty close game, but I really would have liked it if Minnesota won because, you always want those teams up top to lose, except if they're BYU. Right, guys? Yep. So, now we have NFL scores and updates. The Rams sadly fell to the Eagles, and it was rough. The Rams have been doing a lot better, though, since they got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp back from injuries. But what was so annoying was Kyron Williams kept fumbling. Oh my gosh, he would be running and then he'd fumble, and it was so annoying. I was like, what are you doing, bro? And then the run game was just not running. And I was like, just throw the ball. Legit. If your running is not running, then throw the ball. And, maybe you'll actually win. And it was so annoying. And I'm like, if you would have thrown it to Puka, you could have won. But they kind of got destroyed. They didn't really get destroyed. They just didn't have the best game. And, I wish they had one because, I knew it was going to, I had a feeling the Rams aren't going to win because the Eagles are good. But it's okay. But the Rams lost with the final score of 37-20, so kind of a 3-score game, so. But it's okay. We'll win next week. And then the Seahawks and the Cardinals had a low-scoring game. The final score was 16-6. The Ravens and the Chargers played Monday night. Big Bro versus Little Bro. This was a really good game. Both teams played really well. The final score was 30-23 Ravens. The Chiefs and the Panthers played. The Chiefs playing the Panthers should have been an easy game, and the Chiefs should have destroyed the Panthers. Getting to the end of the game, it was tied up at 27. The Panthers just scored, and the Chiefs had the ball. They were driving down the field, and Patrick Mahomes had a beautiful one. What a good runner. That put them into field goal position, and then they kicked the field goal, and it went in, and the Chiefs won 30-27. And the Chiefs even have a backup kicker, because Harrison Butker's injured. So, way to go, Broski. I don't remember his name, guys. And now we have the BYU segment. So, another BYU loss. 9-2 now. But it's okay. Even though I was really sad about it. But at least it wasn't a team like Kansas again. But it was still really hard to lose to them. You know what, actually? We almost came back. We were losing by so much. And then we started to cook. In the fourth quarter, we started scoring. And it was 28-23. And we were getting super, super, super close. And we were catching up. And I was like, I think we might actually win this. I think we might actually have this great comeback. And then Jake Retzloff throws an interception. I'm like, what the chickens, man? What are you doing? And I was so upset. I was like, oh my goodness. And I just about lost it there. And I'm like, Borowski, you cannot throw an interception right then. Out of all the times And so we stopped them. And for some reason, they're doing this really weird thing where I guess that's strategy, but like, obviously it didn't work very well, even though we lost. But like, and so like, they like they were like running back, and then we had 1 second left after the quarterback just like threw it out of bounds, but it like hit something before the time was out. And so we got the ball like about the 50-yard line. And so it was time for a Hail Mary. But the thing is, the students started swarming the field before the game was over because the refs were replaying to see if BYU had a chance. And the students started swarming the field, which should have been a penalty because the game was not over yet. And then also intentional grounding should have been a penalty too. And the coach was legitimately yelling at the ref. What the chickens? So, 3 fouls, but like, it's okay. But we had a Hail Mary. We were like 5 yards away from the end zone after our Hail Mary. Through to Chase Roberts. It was such a good, it was actually really good. Like, we almost had it, you know? Arizona State better watch out for us next time. But we were so close, and it was like so frustrating that we lost to them. And we had a second loss in a row. And that Jake Retzlaff threw an interception. And we almost had it. We almost won. We could have won if Jake Retzlaff didn't throw the interception. We almost had it. We were so close. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's okay. So, but also what was really annoying is that Arizona State legitimately did like a onside kick, and then they hit one of our BYU players, and then they got the ball, and it was ridiculous. So like, the second week in a row, what are we doing? But yeah, so I'm like really upset about that game. It was rough for me, you know, but it's okay. We're gonna beat Houston next week because we're goated. So we just are. So now player of the week. I don't really know who my player of the week would be, but I would say Chase Roberts. Because he's just a really good player, and he always just does his best. And he just always does a great job. And yeah, he deserves player of the week again, even though I probably already given it to him. But like, it's okay, because he deserves it. And he always tries his hardest. And he's always out there, and he's always cooking it up out there. And he's just a goat. Like, he's actually so good. And the sad thing is, he's leaving for the NFL. What am I supposed to do? But it's okay. But yeah, so that's Chase Roberts for you. W player. And I'm actually so glad BYU has him because he's really good. And I'm just grateful for his amazingness. You know, he always works hard till the end. Chase Roberts had 6 receptions for 108 yards, averaging 18 yards, and he had a 49 was long. Really good job. And he always just plays really well. So player of the week this week is Chase Roberts, a great player. Always plays his hardest. Had a really good game. I mean, like he always does. But that's player of the week. So now we have college football rankings. Of course, we have Oregon as number 1. Not really surprising. Not really surprising. Not surprising at all. My goodness. So then we have Ohio State number 2. Texas number 3. Penn State number 4. Notre Dame number 5. Miami number 6. Number 7 is Georgia. Number 8, Tennessee. Number 9, SMU. Number 10, Indiana, who dropped 5 spots after losing to Ohio State. Number 11, Boise State. Number 12, Clemson. Number 13, Alabama. Alabama dropped 6 spots. That's crazy. Ole Miss dropped 5 spots, and they're to 14th. South Carolina is 15th. Arizona State is 16th. 17th is Tulane. 18th is Iowa State. 19th is BYU. 20th is Texas A&M. 21st. Okay, BYU should not have dropped 5 spots after losing to Arizona State. Okay, that is not very fair. Like, how? Okay, first of all, Arizona State was ranked. they're a good team. So it's not like we played a really bad team. Like, how do we drop 5 spots? What the heck? But Texas A&M also dropped 5 spots. But still, how do we drop 5 spots? Missouri is 21st. UNLV is 22nd. Illinois is 23rd. Kansas State is 24th. And Colorado is 25th. Also, I don't understand how... Okay, so basically, we're 9-2, and there's so many teams above us that are 9-2, and there's teams above us that are 8-3. Why aren't we not ahead of them? I still don't understand. Like, they play teams that are, like, not very good. And I'm like, what the heck, man? But whatever. Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Football.